to our Earth Day celebration. I'm Amanda Brawley, and I am honored to serve as worship associate today for our beloved congregation. On behalf of all our members and friends, I welcome you to the Unitarian Universalist Metro Atlanta North congregation, which we affectionately call UUMAN. We are a proud liberal faith community and a member congregation of the Unitarian Universalist Association. Our mission is as follows: nurture our spirit, strive for justice, transform the world. And our vision is: UUMAN is a vital and visible community for all, bravely working towards the day when social, economic, and environmental justice are a reality. We will be having an online Google Meet coffee and conversation check-in session at 10:45 this morning. The link for this can be found on the homepage of our website as well. Feel free to email communications@uman.org to be added to the newsletter and stay updated on announcements. And again, welcome to UUMAN. And now, let us prepare our hearts and our minds and our spirits for worship, quieting ourselves, being still, being here, being now, being in this moment, in this virtual space with each other, remembering that we are each of us part of the vast interconnected web of all existence, connected to each living thing and dying thing and dead thing on this earth, in celebration of Earth Day. Whoever you are, whatever color you are, whomever you love, and wherever you are on your spiritual journey, you are welcome here.
I'm Mark Soul from UUMAN's membership team. If you're new to our community, I'd like to take this opportunity to personally welcome you. Please take a moment to visit our website at uman.org. There, on our homepage, you will find our online visitor form. After filling it out, someone from the membership committee will contact you. For more ways to connect, join us for coffee and conversation or adult religious exploration after service. You can also reach us at membership@uman.org. We'd love to answer the questions you might have about UUMAN, as well as to connect you with others that share your interests. We look forward to meeting with you.
Good morning, UUMAN members and friends. My name is Bob Pop, and as your board president, I'm pleased today to announce the current results of the 2021 stewardship campaign. Due to your generosity, we've been able to raise $234,000 in pledge commitments. The board wants to thank you, as this has been a very difficult year for many individuals and families. 70% of our pledge units have been able to increase their pledges this year, which helped make up for those that had to decrease theirs. I also want to thank those that have given to the COVID Relief Fund. This is a one-time fund to help make up for the losses that UUMAN occurred due to the pandemic. If you would like to give to this fund, it would be greatly appreciated. You can do so by using the Givelify app or by mailing a check to UUMAN and marking it COVID Relief Fund. Thank you again for your continued generosity and support of UUMAN.
Our call to worship this morning comes to you from my backyard. I'm literally sitting on the ground. A light exists in spring, not present on the year at any other period, when March is scarcely here. A color stands abroad on solitary fields that science cannot overtake, but human nature feels. It waits upon the lawn, It shows the furthest tree upon the furthest slope you know. It almost speaks to you. Then, as horizons step or noons report away without the formula of sound, it passes and we stay. A quality of loss affecting our content as trade has suddenly encroached upon a sacrament.
We light this chalice for the web of life which sustains us, for the sacred circle of life in which we have our being, for the earth, the sky, above and below, and for our Mother Earth, and for mystery.
Life began 4.25 billion years ago. Humans arrived late, but we quickly altered the land, the water, and the atmosphere. The Spanish came and then the English to the New World. They took possession, seeking gold in its various forms. In their pursuit, they enslaved others. Their sin endures. Our creativity turned to machines. We harnessed water and steam and launched the Industrial Revolution in 1760. Coal soon fueled the work. The effort began with textiles in England, then New England, and a bit later, here in Roswell, Georgia. That industry today in Roswell is scattered about us in ruins, and the once fertile fields with cotton are gone. We are a species of excess. We take more than we need. Our appetite has grown, as has our capacity to alter the earth. Fossil fuels, chemicals, and industrial agriculture are now entrenched. Earth Ministry is pursuing a different course. We too know something about textiles, and we seek to rewrite this chapter. As we learn more about the textile industry and the many negative impacts that it creates, we are developing interesting ways to share this knowledge and engage our community. Last month, a newsletter was emailed to the congregation. It contained links and details for simple ways for each of you to engage. There was something for the readers, the video viewers, and the crafters. Some of you joined us to make dog toys out of old t-shirts, but this is just the beginning. The group has a list of fun ways that we can provide education, reduce our impact, and upcycle our goods. We are always in search of passionate, energetic, and creative people to make a difference with us. Make every day Earth Day. Join us.
Hi, it's me again, Amanda. Now is the time in our service when we share with each other any joys in order to multiply their blessing, as well as sorrows to divide the weight of their burden. Please use the chat feature if you're tuning in live now on YouTube to share your joys and sorrows if you are tuning in to the service live this morning. I have a joy that my daughter decided on the college that she's going to, and this week we traveled to Louisiana, where she decided to become an LSU Tiger this fall. And she loved the campus. She has made me so proud because they have awarded her scholarship, a great deal of scholarship money. And that was not the only school to offer her scholarships, but she fell in love with the beautiful oaks and magnolias on campus. And I'm happy because I get my daughter to go to a football school, which I really like and enjoy. We have also a sorrow that Krishan's Aunt Patty, who was very involved in his election campaign in 2018 and lives in Decatur, she suffered a stroke this week and is currently in the hospital. and it may take her some time to recover, but it was kind of scary. And a proverbial pebble for those joys and sorrows left unspoken and are too tender to share.
Hi, I'm Kelly Callan. I'm a member of UUMAN. More importantly for today, I'm a member of UUMAN's Earth Ministry. I am pleased to be joining today to share about a project which many of you have been following for several years now, which is Mimosa Hall and Gardens. And our group, Earth Ministry, really was instrumental in making sure this antebellum home was not only preserved, but would be sustainable in every way. So for those who don't know the backstory, we've talked about it many times over the years, but for those who haven't heard the story, we encourage you to go to friendsofmimosa.org to learn more. And for those of you who continue to follow our story, we are so pleased to be sharing with you today during this Earth Day celebration that just a few short weeks ago, we completed installing the solar integrated roof on the antebellum home, and it is well on its way. Over the course of the next year, they will be monitoring it so that it can be certified and being a net zero home, but also our hope is that it will be certified as the oldest net zero building in the country. So very exciting, but just one of many projects that Earth Ministry has been involved in and continues to be involved in the wider community and the wider world. So we hope that this inspires you, this collection of stories of the work that we have been doing inspires you, not just today, but every day to make Earth Day, and join us in these exciting projects. You are about to see a video which was actually produced last year, which was the 50th anniversary of Earth Day. And for those who have not been fortunate enough to yet see Mimosa, it'll give you a little sneak peek, and we look forward to sharing this treasure that's in our own backyard with you very soon. Thanks so much.
April 22nd, 2020 marks the 50th anniversary of Earth Day. Since 1970, Earth Day has increased awareness of the planet we live on and encouraged people to learn more about pollution, climate change, endangered species, and many other environmental issues. I'm Susan Rumble with the board of the Friends of Mimosa Hall and Gardens. The first Earth Day on April 22, 1970, mobilized 20 million Americans for the protection of the planet. These citizens took to the streets and college campuses across the nation to protest environmental abuses and to demand a new path for our planet. The first Earth Day is credited with launching the modern environmental movement and is now recognized as the planet's largest civic event. Earth Day led to passage of landmark environmental laws in the United States, including the Clean Air, Clean Water, and Endangered Species Acts. This led to similar legislation around the globe.
Welcome to Mimosa Hall and Gardens, a serene 9-acre antebellum estate in Roswell, Georgia, where our mission, with your involvement, is to champion sustainable preservation of this landmark property and present it as a model for conservation and a home for the arts, history, and culture. I am Mike Harris, and I am honored to serve as the president of the board. On this momentous day, the 50th anniversary of Earth Day, the Friends of Mimosa Hall and Gardens want to share with you our history and our goals for sustainability to celebrate Earth Day. Join us.
Yards can be sanctuaries that feed the soul, habitats free of chemicals that nurture native plants and animals, gardens that draw us to the earth and provide us sustenance. What we eat and how we obtain it matters. The passenger pigeon was once the most abundant bird on the planet. We very nearly lost the buffalo. Our wild fish are on that descending trajectory. Songbirds are in serious decline. But environmentalism saved the snowy egret from the vanity of fashion. There are solutions. Earth Ministry is encouraging habitat restoration and the cultivation of native plants. Become a part of the solution. Recreate your yard as a sacred space, a sanctuary for life in all its forms. Together we can do the work and ensure that Earth Day is every day.
Healthy Water Cycle, Healthy Gardens by Shades of Green Permaculture. In the city, it's easy to underestimate the volume of rain that comes from the sky. For example, a 1-inch rainfall on 1,000 square feet produces 600 gallons of water and 27,000 gallons of water on 1 acre. This ends up being an enormous amount of water. 2.3 billion gallons in a 1-inch rain in the city of Atlanta. 80% of this water lands on hardscapes, roofs, parking lots, and roads, and flows across the surface of the ground through the sewers and stormwater infrastructure, to rivers, and ultimately to the sea. This phenomena causes flash flooding because all of the water flows above ground toward rivers, swelling and overflowing their banks. And drought, because water that runs off too quickly doesn't replenish moisture in the soil. In a forest, rain forms a mist as it's broken up by plant leaves as it falls from the sky. The mist falls slowly, and 80% of the water sinks into the soft, leaf litter covered ground. Forest soils store massive amounts of water, making it available to trees throughout the year. A healthy alternative. Rain gardens concentrate water from your downspouts into basins in your yard, which allows infiltration into the ground. This reduces runoff, flash flooding, drought, and city water costs. Create an ecology. A hydrated soil is a healthy soil. Healthy soil grows healthy plants. Healthy plants create healthy yards and gardens, which help create healthy ecosystems. Pollinators, butterflies, beetles, songbirds, and bees. Fruit trees, nut trees, berry bushes, cut flowers, perennial vegetables, culinary and medicinal herbs. Create an ecology that nature thrives in for your family and your friends. Use that water. Now that's landscaping that's smarter. For more information, visit us at shadesofgreenpermaculture.com.
And now the offering will be greatly received. Here at UUMAN, we like to give of our time, treasure, and talent. And you can do so online using an app called Givelify, Givelify, just like it sounds. And all month long in April, since we are meeting virtually, we are accepting 50-50 donations. And the 50-50 recipient for this month, which is always a nonprofit, which somebody in the congregation holds dear to their hearts, is called Kids to the Country. You can look them up online at kidstothecountry.org, and they give at-risk kids a connection to nature through hands-on experience. They will go camping and ride horses. Most of these children come from homeless shelters, refugee shelters, and low-income neighborhoods. And at this time, over 7,000 children have participated since the program's inception. So I hope that you will give generously, and thank you.
Mention the farm to some residents of Nashville and they'll think about the old hippie commune near Summertown, which is now more of a close-knit community. Well, to inner-city kids in Nashville, it's a welcome summer retreat, as Gretchen Bates discovered recently.
The farm was founded in 1971 by a band of idealistic hippies that traveled across America in a caravan of brightly painted school buses. They were looking for land on which to build a self-sufficient, spiritual community, and they found it in Lewis County. The community grew quickly from its original 300 members to just over 1,500 residents by the early 1980s.
Over 40 years later, the farm is still here. It's been through some changes, but many of the outreach programs that the founders started decades ago have taken root and continue to grow.
All right.
I'll move this shit.
And I got you rainbow.
Oh, rainbow, okay.
One of those programs is called Kids to the Country. Mary Ellen Bowen is the program's director.
This is a program that I began in 1986 in order to bring at-risk kids out of the city to get a dose of nature and a real connection with the earth that it's very difficult to get when they're living in the city. These kids come mostly from Nashville. We take the 6 to 11-year-olds, and then the counselors in training are 13 on up until we have some people that have come back now that are in their 20s, and it's just wonderful. You know, we're serving about 200 kids a year. Given a really positive, safe environment, kids get comfortable expressing themselves, and they have many talents. And if you can, really support those at an early age, it makes a huge difference in how that child turns out. And they want to come back. They talk about it all year long. When can we go back to Kids to the Country? And it's really hard when the homeless kids cry and don't want to leave.
This is Natchez. You want to pet him before you get on? And pull yourself up. Whoa, nice work. That was all pro, buddy. My name is Peter Kindfield, and I'm the counselor and curriculum coordinator of the KTC program. I mostly coordinate all the day-to-day activity. All of the skills I've ever learned come in handy here. I wake the kids up with a song at 7 o'clock. I have a horrible singing voice, and that helps them get out of bed pretty quickly. We usually have a circle. We talk a little bit about our feelings and things we're grateful for. We try and introduce the concept of gratitude and service, talk with them about nature a little bit. We have 1,700 acres on the farm. It's a lot of territory, and a lot of it's woods. We have beautiful meadows. We have a wide diversity of wildflowers and animal life in the creeks and streams. So we have to be careful. We have to be respectful of the other life. We just have an incredible diversity of natural resources. I mean, we've had kids who's stepping in a creek like they're ecstatic. This is the first time I've ever stepped in water that wasn't in a bathtub.
I like the swimming hole, and I like to eat there. I like the food, and I like to play the games. Like walking, because it makes you stronger. It's awesome!
Then after the swimming hole, then they come back here and they start getting ready for the talent show. Because every Wednesday night we have a talent show.
Now watch me whip, watch me nay, now watch me whip, watch me nay.
And the kids perform, and then we try to get them to calm down enough to go to sleep. They're usually pretty tired from all the activities. They all really get a lot out of being surrounded by love and just being safe and supported in a calm, peaceful environment. The kids who come from the city in general are at risk. We also have kids from the farm, and very quickly you sort of can't tell who's who. It's actually a huge benefit to the farm because we don't have a whole lot of diversity in the community, and so it's really sweet when they all get to combine and become a family. We talk a lot about being of service to each other, the best way to be of service to ourselves is to be of service to others. Like, they're just as eager to help prepare dinner or clean up after dinner as they are to be at the swimming hole. The kids get to just play, and the counselors are really working, and yet they're super eager to become counselors. It's just an amazing thing to see.
Swimming does not include walking along the bottom of the swimming hole. That will not count as swimming.
Tanja Ashford is a counselor for Kids to the Country. Little did he know when he first started volunteering just how involved he would become.
I was in the AmeriCorps and I needed a whole bunch of hours to finish. And so one of my friends said, hey, you can go over to Kids to the Country and you can get as many hours as you would like. And I've been volunteering now for over 20 years. And it's interesting just to watch the kids blossom and to watch them grow.
We're going to do some stretches and then we're going to get down and kick.
It just, the whole community really does participate in the program. And I can't imagine it working as well as it does anyplace else.
We have a whole lot of fun! We have a whole lot of fun! Kids to the country! Kids, kids, kids to the country! Kids to the country! Kids, kids, kids to the country!
There are ways for us to rewrite the story. Fossil fuels do not have to be our last chapter. We are co-creators. Our energy comes from within, and our salvation is freely abundant in the world we are part of, blowing in the wind and arriving each day with the morning sun. We have the right to harvest and use that energy which is given to us. We have the opportunity to produce all the energy we need, even fuel for our cars. All these things are given to us by our planet and sun. Let every day be Earth Day. Join us.
We have basked in the warmth and beauty of this flame and this community. As the chalice flame is extinguished, let us carry its glow within. Let us kindle new sparks within these walls and beyond. Blow out the candle.
We must elect people who are awake, who care about all living things. And you and I must also be part of the solution, from turning off the lights, to composting in our backyards, to buying only what we need, to walking in the woods and swimming in the rivers with our kids, to turning yards into sanctuaries. As we have been part of the problem, we must be part of the solution. We must be the change we wish to see in the world. It is up to this generation to find the balance. Our story is ours yet to tell. Celebrate the earth every day. As we finish this service, I want to tell you that we wanted to show a video from Carl Sagan, but it's copyrighted. We asked for permission and didn't get it in time. So I'm going to tell you that you can tee it up in your browser and watch it right after you finish watching the service. It's called Pale Blue Dot. So search YouTube for Pale Blue Dot, Carl Sagan, and watch it. It's only 3.5 minutes. And I'll leave you with a comment that I saw in the comments on that Pale Blue Dot video. It was described as a Serbian proverb. Be humble, for you are made of earth. Be noble, for you are made of the stars. Let every day be Earth Day. Join us.